Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic.
I don't want to play no damn Cotton Bowl against Alabama. That should just sound racist.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
That is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early, you put yourself in a hole, not good.
And the extra point was good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The give is to Miller. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
I'm going to take him out the game.
Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a
He
helmet head.
just
Yeah,
sucked.
spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing.
That's the same about that. He just sucked, bro. What the?
Which squad can
What's
eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position
He
to
caught
make
it
these
and
types of
dropped
plays.
it, bro.
Good job
Watch
on the
this.
back end forcing that incompletion.
He still
This
caught it for
defense
each
has
other.
kept them backed up. Now
Let's
one
see.
more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Pressure coming. And he intercepts it.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. Unloads it left. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll go right back to him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, bro, you can't block that. Man. What the fuck?
Sack, and what a stop for this defense.
He's not getting touched.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressured, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Runs through a tackle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting into position.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
It's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Now the play fake. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fast motion from the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen? And
what a snag by the defense.
And
Good
he's
on the
gone.
return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
that is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air, it's Milroe. He's going up top. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he missed it. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Warren. Scrambling away. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. running for it on 4th down. And the Wolverines have a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as well.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Touchdown time! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll line up to go for 2. To the air, it's Milroe. Makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. should be the last play of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Wow, it has been textbook on the back end covering all night long for this defense. Did you see that defender break on the ball? It's like he almost knew where the quarterback was throwing it. You can't do it better than that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They run the reverse. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Well, on that 3rd down, they go with the jet sweep, and you see nobody in the end of the line of scrimmage for the defense was expecting that. They all had their eyes into the backfield, and it was just too little too late. Receiver already outside of them, moving the sticks.
Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the catch past the sticks. Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here? Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
To the air, it's Milroe. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots, put some pressure on the defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. Not a chance.
Oh, my God.
Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance. The officials offer the deal, and the
He gonna make it this time.
will take the penalty.
And blew the gun. So, block.
Redemption. Atonement. Missed earlier, but when it mattered most, welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with it.
To the air on first down. Oh, picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Just trucks through it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Coming after it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
Man, and that's great defense. Break on the football. Make sure they don't get the touchdown, but those are the opportunities you have to just pull that in, make the big play, stop the bleeding. They've had a long drive, and really shift that momentum back to your offense.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Warren. Fires left.
Oh
and
my
this is
God.
going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's solid.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Back to throw. It's Gabriel. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Ducks are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's got his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
They'll run it. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. They went for 2, hoping to vault on top, but they're still sitting a single point behind. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The give to the tailback.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field.
Come on,
nobody
man.
open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking the shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on
He
the return,
can't throw the ball.
They've got it at the 49. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Gets it out fast. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to...
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Oh my God.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Makes a catch and knock down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Here's the handoff. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide out in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 14, Oregon 9.
Ready They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown and make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education and defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them a education.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
The Michigan offense back on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends.
Oh,
the
shit.
defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And listen, I like this near the goal line, right? Do something a little bit different. Try to get you guys with a little bit of speed on the perimeter. Everybody brings in all those big bodies for the goal line. So be stout up the middle and not give up the run. So nice job of getting positive yards down in the red zone.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
It's gonna be okay.
We go back to work on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the week.
Who you think you is, Nicki Minaj?
10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap
Good
up
guy.
this one as the game is over. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer,
Keep
David
it
Pollack, I'm
moving
Reese
on,
Davis, and this
team.
has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yep.